takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Nebraska's offense will take the field first. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage.
He's going to take a shot.
Take a shot vertically down the field to their star player. He makes the play, and he makes the defense pay.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Washington Huskies offense will get the ball for the first time. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, Billy.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Brown will throw it. Got his man on the outside. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Turning it on. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the grab on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
Great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making the play.
Intercept. Going the other way, he's got the ball. He's at the 10. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go. And this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting box, and they need to get something together with this possession. He wastes no time and comes out for it. They get him a rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. Just making life miserable for opposing quarterbacks the way Trav Alberts always did.
Just finding a guy that can sniff out the quarterback and kind of feel it, have those instincts. You could tell he saw it, went and got it, just like your boy Trav.
So careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Got a man. It's Green. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback. And a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Grab behind the line. It's Smith. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes the offense on second down. Brown wants to pass. Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain.
And these running backs are used to being split out in high school as a wide receiver, playing 7-on-7 as middle school and high school. You could tell how comfortable he was being a wide receiver near the sidelines. Didn't get nervous at all.
Looking to throw again. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they got him down at the 23. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off.
Breaks into the open. And the defense got gas, but they finally get him to the 47. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys win their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Still running at the 35. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Well, the offense is humming now, and you're seeing they can generate explosive plays in a variety of ways. They had the big run on the previous play. That time they're able to take a shot. Everything they're dialing up right now is working beautiful.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
He's pulled down after a top run. Gets it to the 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now the play fake. Looking to buy time. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Man, it's frustrating for a defense. You had him in third down. You had him in a predictable situation. Try to go capitalize on it. What does he do? Pulls that rabbit out of the hat, scrambles around, now puts him right inside the 5-yard line in scoring position. You got to bow your necks. You better get ready for the next play.
They'll run it on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cornhusker.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I'll tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Ready to fire from the pistol. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Sure hands, it's Edwards. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Huskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They have been bludgeoned right out of the gate in this one now to try to find their footing and get back in this game. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his man. It's Napier. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
I just love the job this offensive line is doing in this game, communicating pre-snap. They know where the pass rush is coming from, and they're working their single and double teams and not giving it.
There he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Little touch pass to the receiver. Breaks the tackle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. Brown wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to the ground with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting your back downhill, not going backwards.
There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had.
It's blocked. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Washington.
What a big-time play by the punt block team. Great job rushing the punter, understanding where he's trying to kick the football, getting your hand on it, and then how about the scoop and score and do the rest. Big-time special teams play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. San Jose State has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Old Spring.
Special teams coming through the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David. And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a sprint.
He just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process. Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Brown will throw it. Oh, he's got some space. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Huskies. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Hands it off. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you some spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life in this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
These defenses were reeling in the first quarter. See if they can get their sea legs in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Starting to feel a little pressure. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Turning it out. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Cornhuskers have this offense rolling. They'll give it to Johnson. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
The Huskers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Back to throw. It's Raiola. Fires to the wideout.
Oh, yeah, catch it.
It's complete. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. To the ground with the back. At the 20, he's got space. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
I'm checking y'all, man. I'm here.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give from the gun. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Looking to throw for it. Quarterback adapted. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhusker. Fired in from...
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. And the Huskies can really attack on this second and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Green. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Brown wants to pass. Makes the grab. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just
outside leverage, where the play you balling out there,
and that's
buddy.
kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles...
you too fast.
Pulls it in, it's Green. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Too fast.
They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the spot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. On first and goal, let's see what Washington does. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the run. He's trying to get it in. Didn't pick up a lot there, but he does get out of bounds, and we are at the 2-minute timeout. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Rayola. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Knowles. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets him 30-plus.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
Buys a little time. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Got it in the middle, it's Hunter. All kinds of room to the right. He'll take it to Miles. He got loose. Touchdown, Husker. They say there's no more loyal fan base than the one at Nebraska. Well, this guy is becoming their hero with this performance.
And Nebraska fans have a special place in their heart for a quarterback that can run it, that can throw and show you all the dimensions of their game, because they've had so many great ones in the past. And this guy, he looks like the future.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
2nd down, he'll throw it. They're working that left side. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this quarterback's already taken
Top
a couple
flight security
shots
out
from
of
the
world,
pocket.
Craig.
There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Brown will throw it. This time it's complete.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have.
And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Makes the grab on 3rd. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. Washington right back to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Under heat, he gets rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Completes it in the middle. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Green. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Brown wants to pass. Buys a little time. And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting a sack. And now on quick, it's not fourth down. It's third down, and the field goal unit's out there. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first two quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Huskers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Reaction pass success has a lot to do with selling that thing. You could tell defense was not buying it. Got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. It'll be third and long. Brown will throw it. Slings it downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
And you want to put a winning streak together like this team has? Run the football and create explosive plays. Nice job by the offense, showing the speed. How about the blocking up front? Everybody blocking, getting a hat on a hat, creating the explosive run.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Cornhuskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Connor. And they'll knock him down.
Defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Off play action. Got it behind the line. It's off. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly.
That series
Had so much success.
for everybody else.
Find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory.
Why was
There
this
he
man
goes.
really?
Good call, good
That shit's
execution as
terrible.
they move the
That
chains,
shit
and
is
they have a
terrible.
first
That
down
is
at the 38.
terrible. Say you're
Here's
really
this
silent.
offense with a fresh set of downs.
It's crazy. Get off there. And let him receive it for himself.
Grab behind the line. It's Green. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Washington sends out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far. So can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. To the air, it's Harrell. Trying to set up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks, but man, nowadays...
Not gonna do it. 1st and inches, man. My second team in. Run the clock and hold on to the ball as long as possible.
The Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10.
I do it, it may make the game longer than what it needs to be.
They'll go to the fullback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The defensive front had that one spelled out from the beginning, and the fullback went fully backward.
Nowhere to go. That's a quick-hitting play. Till you get the ball to the fullback, you're trying to get him downhill to hit somebody fast. Nowhere to go.
Finding open areas. And a nice run there before the defense.
It is unsportsmanlike, but I don't feel like sitting here and letting him drive the ball with stoppage.
I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it.
And they do it anyway, so I got plenty.
To go back to the option play again and see If someone will
And they don't run the
take
clock.
the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And the Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. He hopes this one turns out a little better. Had the other one blocked. He makes a fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Brown wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Nifty little juke, and he's out to the 37 before he stopped.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly,
Hey, funny.
make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell
They might call me in, you know, might be some life, death situations going on in the office building, bro. You know how that go. Probably, I'm going to call it 0800.
Such a good job against
And being at 0800.
He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time
That's
today.
exactly what I was doing the whole
On his
day.
way back from the 20. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23.
Terrible.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And the defense
Second team ain't hitting on shit.
pick up at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that
Well,
first
we're gonna need
play
some
of the
depth.
drive.
We're gonna
It's
transfer
2nd and
portal.
11.
Y'all can't even back my guys up.
It's Edwards. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Dropping back, it's Harold. Under fire.
You got it off.
That's reeled in. It's on. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
It was heavy. It was heavy.
The offense will put it in play from the 47
Them
on
houses
1st and
out
10.
there. See what we got.
Here comes the option. The pitch. Turning it on. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
He leaves it with his back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Complete to the right.
Called it. I don't know how he called it.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, They're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Nice pickup on the ground here. They'll move the sticks with the first down. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll run the option. Now the pitch.
I could have scored it like that with good.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense?
Really?
Everybody's staying home. We saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. They'll go to the ground. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Brown will throw it. They get a rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Washington sends out the punt team. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan.